All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer, Brandman, Brian the Grizzly, and we're here to talk about the new crazy live stream that Marvel did. 5.5 hours. Five and a
Let's
half
watch a
hours.
5.5 hour guy. Let's do it. We're gonna watch
Yeah.
all 5.5 hours right here with you guys. Wait. No.
Like as it was going, so many
Minute
people were
47.
angry. Oh my god, bro! Like I was watching Josh Harloff. I was watching a bunch of different people, and everyone was just pissed. Just pissed again. Like, come on, you did this twice already, Marvel. Twice. But
This is like
it is
LeBron doing the decision and then hearing the backlash and then doing the decision again.
yeah. Jeez. Oh my god. But yeah, so right after it was the 5 hour stream was released, they released a shorter 2 minute version. So we'll watch that obviously, and then we'll kind of go through some of the names that were announced. Let's check it out.
Here we
I
go.
don't think you need audio, really. Yeah.
Kirby.
I just feel like Fantastic Four was like really? You couldn't just put all of them on one
Sebastian Stan.
Or in succession.
Right?
Yeah.
Paul Rudd. They should have put it in the small chair. Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Wyatt Russell. Much Eartha Mary. You doing almost Baccarat. Liam.
Shang-Chi back at last.
Yeah.
You. Chelsea Grammer.
That was the first one.
Chelsea
Grammer.
Dan Ramirez. Joseph Quinn.
Eddie Munson, you mean?
David Harbour. Winston Duke. That was a little surprise. I didn't know that.
That was a surprise.
Jonathan Kamen. Hiddleston. That was a little bit surprised. Patrick Stewart.
Definitely surprised by these ones.
Yeah. All these right here. All the
Romaine. Rebecca Romaine? I was like, what? And then,
that was
Angel
scratching my head.
Robert Downey. Woo! I'm June.
They did in the live stream, the 5.5 hour live stream. They did do a small chair.
The small chair for Paul Rudd, yeah.
For Paul Rudd. That was kind of funny.
Should have had an ant sit in it.
Yeah, so like I don't know, like for you guys, like when they did Namor, I was like, okay, that's interesting. The Kelsey Grammer was the one where I was like, hold up, like But
and I hope it's like the. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you got?
No, I'm hoping it's going to be like the CG, like really comic accurate looking one from the Marvels.
I think so. I wouldn't think why not. That was another thing. I thought like, oh, Beast, they're gonna announce like any of those actresses. Like none of them.
Like, yeah, I was thinking. I was, at the very least, I was thinking, Tiana Paris.
That's what I was confused. I was like, so you didn't put Tiana Paris in there, but you got Beast, even though he's looking at her in the movie that
he's in it for like 30 seconds.
But Tiana Paris is not gonna be in it. What?
Yeah. Well, so we should say that the rumor is, I don't know if they confirmed it or not, but that this isn't the final cast. Like,
they're gonna
more people.
They're gonna make more announcements. They're saying,
yeah.
Which I don't see how they couldn't.
Agreed. And then also they changed the logo. The logo still the same, but it is slightly different. The Doomsday is a little different looking. It's all green. So.
Yeah, a little more green, brighter green.
Right, yeah, like a brighter green. But but yeah, Kelsey Grammer was one where I was like, what? I'm like, okay, but it also makes kind of sense. But then the big one for me was Once you saw Patrick Stewart, and
Mm-hmm.
then
And
Ian
then
McKellen,
Ian
Alan
McKellen.
Cummings, Rebecca Romaine, and then James Marsden, and then Channing Tatum. I was like finally, Cyclops is gonna get some respect.
Some
But
Well, I
respect.
mean, he
then
should after what
Yeah,
he's done this
there's
year. Come on,
yeah.
this
Well,
is
Brian Singer's not here to disrespect the character anymore, so they have no
yeah,
excuse at this point.
yeah.
So these are just the people that are confirmed to be in the movie. Not that they're the only ones in the movie. They're just the ones that are confirmed.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's like you said, it's still in production as it says here. It just started not too long ago.
Yeah, I think they just started like this week.
I
I think
possibly
it was last week? I thought
You might be right.
yeah. But
Mhm.
it's like super Rebecca Romaine, I did not see coming, like James Marsden.
she's still fine. I don't care.
Oh
It's
yeah,
cool.
absolutely. Yeah,
Even Alan Cumming, I didn't even expect.
No,
like
because he didn't want to return for X-Men 3 because he had such a miserable time in the makeup chair.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I was just like, holy shit. Like Tom Hiddleston, like we kind of knew
That was
Loki's gonna
inevitable.
be
You
in
have to
it.
kill him
Obviously,
somehow to become the God Emperor
you know,
Doom.
Lewis, like all the Thunderbolt guys.
Mhm.
We have 3 Captain America in here with Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, and
Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell.
Mhm.
So I mean, if you count David Harbour, that's 4 super soldiers.
Yes.
Well,
No,
3 super soldiers and a Captain America.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah. What you guys think about Letitia Wright and Winston Duke?
I don't care about anything they do Wakanda related at this point. They've dissolved any of my investment or interest in that after Wakanda Forever. So they can, as far as I'm concerned, they could do whatever they feel like doing there.
I'm going to say this once, just for everyone here. If they take the character T'Challa and the stuff that he does in the Hickman run and give it to just them two together, I will never watch another Marvel movie. I wouldn't never, ever watch another Marvel movie if they do that. I promise you, this is not hyperbole. This is not you just say anything. I will never, ever watch another Marvel movie.
I believe you.
Yeah,
I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah, really. That would be really nice. I didn't even think about that. If they split it up between Shuri and M'Baku.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be total bullshit. I'd be right there with you, Brian.
Yeah,
I'd be right there with you. And I know how big Marvel fans we are. I'd be right there with you. It would be on the rest of the MCU would be on my permanent blacklist if they did that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the stink I will put up every day. I'll put up a new video about how much I hate it and how much
it's
Marvel.
Just a 5-minute video of Brian giving them the finger.
Exactly. Like the anger that would come out would be just it'll be so bad. And I pray they don't do that. I really do because I want to enjoy it.
I want to enjoy it too. This was an easy fix, and that's not to minimize what happened to Chadwick, but you know what I'm about to say. We talked about this countless times. It didn't need to be. They could have just stayed the course. They had big plans for the character. They walked it back, being reactionary, and the way they did it, I still have a big problem with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So no, I don't care about Shuri being Black Panther. I like her as a character. She doesn't really land for me as Black Panther.
She could still be in it.
She could still be in it. Absolutely.
When she was Black Panther in the comic books, when Shuri takes over the mental, T'Challa is still alive doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason why she can't be in the movie. That's not my point. If you take away what T'Challa does, I'm done. Sayonara, I'm out.
Bro, I didn't even think about that. That just because shit like that doesn't even. I'm like, no, they won't do that. Like, come on, But will they? No. you know. But also, it's like Shuri and M'Baku being in it when they know nobody. They don't know anybody from this.
Yeah, they do.
Bucky.
They didn't name more.
Yeah,
But-
and
I
you
mean-
know, I think Shuri has a lot of the most like firsthand experience and interaction with the Avengers just from Infinity War. But I liked her as the techie / comic relief, the kid sister, basically. I really liked her role in the first Black Panther. I thought that worked. Her as you know, them kind of forcing her into center stage and then taking up the it just didn't work for me as much as I'm sure they were hoping it would have. I know it works for others. It just happened not to be my cup of tea.
I'm not naive. I know a lot of people do like it. They don't care about comic book stuff. Don't have a connection with the character. Don't really care about what I'm saying about it. Totally understand it, and you have your right to your own opinion. But understand that me and any Marvel fan, I will make a huge thing. I'm gonna tell them about it. I will shout it from the mountaintop if that happens. I would be a pain in the butt. I'll be signing petitions. I would go out on the street. I would tell everyone how bad this thing is. I would do whatever I could. And then it would take the enjoyment away from me. I would just be like, all right, it's time to sell all my comic books. It's time to sell all the movies. I'm done. I don't need that. I don't need it. And it has nothing to do with the actor or actress.
No. There's no one's questioning her acting skills. We all know she can act. This is more directed towards the course that that Marvel chose to take. No one's questioning her acting skills.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what we brought up earlier with Aaron Pierre. It's like we're not mad at Aaron Pierre. You know, like he applied for the job.
He was offered. He was offered a role. He took it. Letitia Wright wanted that good Marvel money.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
You
know.
So yeah, she's good.
But if they did that, and they knew how everyone's saying. They see all this stuff, and you decide to write that into the movie. Done.
Yeah. I agree. Fernando, screw Bryan Singer, and screw his frigging pedestrian nerfed take on X-Men, blowing Wolverine to the detriment of every other character. It pissed me off so much. That's why I'm hoping the Russos just put the respect on Scott Summers' name that Bryan Singer would not.
Hey, after Paradise, Marston is huge.
Marston's on fire, so I'm happy for him. I hope they make the most of this shot at redemption and like make Scott Summers the badass he can be in the comics.
Yeah. He was watching X-Men 97.
Yeah, X-Men 97.
Yeah,
first scene right out of the woodwork. They make him absolutely badass. Let's get some of that energy.
To me, my X-Men.
Yeah, and James Marsden being older and I think done more work. I think he's a better actor now. Him as Cyclops, so good. Like you just take what he was the president in Paradise, and I was like, okay, be that, just amp up the douchiness and the assholeness a little bit. Boom.
Or just make him like give him like a little bit of straight lace in there, just a little bit, but not too much.
I'll be Boy Scout.
Yeah, I think. You know what? You're right. You're right. Because
think about what he does in X-Force. Think about what he does. He controls stuff on the outside. He does all the asshole things on the outside and blames everybody else.
I almost said Bryan Singer made him too much of a Boy Scout, but he just made Cyclops too much of a square. I was getting them.
Yeah. Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
He's that way. He just needs to be an asshole, a little bit of douchebag with him, and now he hit it.
Yeah.
It's got some in sync with so much stuff.
Yeah. Bryan Singer did that bullshit on purpose. He went out of his way to make Cyclops a fucking NSYNC listening, like crybaby square who was just there to get emasculated by Wolverine over and over again.
Yeah. That's why. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on the Fox X-Men.
Yeah, let me shut up.
You're really right because you think I get mad about the T'Challa. Don't let Tank get started on the X-Men.
Oh man,
Even though,
But I
speaking of
am
that,
glad to see him
I'm surprised no Halle Berry. I am.
yet, at least. But I, I don't think she would even want to come back. Would
Yeah.
she want to come back?
No.
You know,
Hmm.
yeah,
She can stay out. I never liked her as Storm anyway.
yeah.
Goodbye.
You know. But also I'm wondering in the next round of announcements, do they give us some of the prequel X-Men stuff? Because there was the other actress who played Storm in Apocalypse.
Yeah, Alexandra
she
Shipp.
didn't get a lot of screen time. It could be
No.
like, hey, you want to come back and do it? I could see them doing
I'd be
something
good.
like that.
I'd love to see like James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender and some of the first class cast come back.
Yeah.
'Cause
Like actually but do universe versus universe where you could do that now,
Mhm.
like have Magneto versus Magneto and Xavier versus Xavier. Like
Mhm.
that'd be kind of cool.
Yep.
Anybody watching on the replay, thank you guys so much. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, let us know what you guys think about this Avengers Doomsday announcement. Besides that, it was super annoying.
Mhm.
But
chore
yeah.
to sit through.
Oh my god. But yeah, let us know. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like it says right down there, and come and join us every Monday and Thursday and Saturday when we talk about movies, TV shows, trailers, other movie news like this. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. And if you are in the live chat, stick around because we're going to get into our next topic right now.